Well, when you get some humility, you get over yourself, you get a stewardship mindset. That works. That works for everyone. You make the most of what you have. A sovereignty mindset, you make the most of you. And you're going to fail. Absolutely, you're going to fail.
Welcome to Unstoppable Podcast with Harry Sardinas, inspiring conversations with influential millionaires, investors, thought leaders, entrepreneurs who are making a massive difference with their innovative products and services, and sharing the challenges and wisdom of how they sold their first million.
So, what message do you have from people from corporate? A lot of our listeners, they are in corporate,
Yeah.
and they
Yes.
want to do this transition as an entrepreneur. And sometimes we are facing this dilemma that everybody in corporate are listening and say, "Wow, I wish that I had this courage." Like drop off. For example, your career was in finance. You guys get paid very good money over there. Those companies
Yeah.
make sure that you're very comfortable. Okay.
Yeah.
And even you have the luxury, like somebody come in corporate to tell you, hey, you have to do this. You can tell them, look, this is not my job. Okay. Now, when you are
Yeah.
an entrepreneur, the dynamic change completely.
Oh,
Everything
yeah.
is your job. You're responsible for
Yes.
everything. And
Yeah.
of course, it's come with a lot of benefits. You fit your own calendar. You can have 3 month holiday, whatever, when everything works,
Yeah.
increase your sales. But basic, tell us what is the good, the bad, and the ugly of that transition between corporate and entrepreneur, because we have a lot of people in this golden cage corporate
Yeah.
that they're not feeling fulfilled. They want to start their own business, but
Yes.
sometimes they say, okay, I quit and I start my own business. And when they realize that they have to be in charge of everything, they say, oh my God.
Yes.
So so you tell us, because
Absolutely.
you've been
Yeah.
in both shoes, and actually that somebody told you that you were crazy when you said I'm gonna drop my high paid job
Oh,
to do
yeah.
my own business, because
Oh, yeah.
people
That
get that
happened.
a lot. So
Yes. No
tell
doubt.
us.
Well, the one thing I would say up front is take an assessment of your time. Here's a truism. Whatever owns your time owns your future. Do you want to know where you're going to be in 5 years? Just take a week and write down a log where your time goes. So spend an hour and a half here, 3 hours here, 4 hours here, and then look at that. That's where you will be in 5 years. Whatever is owning your time right now, that's what you will be 5, 10 years from now. So take stock and ask, is that where you want to be? Is that what you like? If you do, then stick with it. If not, then change where your time goes. You must take charge of your time. It's one of your most precious resources, your time. So own it. Take charge of it. Don't let someone else own it. Now, on that jump into the entrepreneurship world, boy, that is absolutely true. There is no they. So one of the favorite conversations in large companies in general, it's they. They are doing this. They are doing that. Well, in a new business, there's no they. It's you. It's just you. You're doing it all. So be prepared for that. Growing up prepared Melissa and I for that. You grow up in the farm and ranch world. There is no they. There's no they out there. There's no some amorphous group that you could blame things on. It's you. It's you and the work right in front of you. There's a direct connection there. So, and that's the way it will be in the entrepreneurship world. And so, owning your time is the first thing I would say to anyone that would complain about what you're doing. Take stock, take an inventory, just take a week, just a few days, write it down, and ask yourself, do I like that? Well, it's up to you to change it if you don't. Nobody else is going to change it. It'll be you. Now, when you do change it, do it with a plan. Always have a plan, work the plan. You can always adjust the plan, but you better have one. You need to work from one. And that's why I say the biggest failure businesses is lack of capital. That's it's a combination of lack of cash management and lack of a plan to produce cash. You need to have that plan, spend a lot of time on that plan, and then work that plan. You can adjust it, but if you don't have one, you're going blind. It's almost certain that you will fail.
Yeah, and then a good idea could be maybe when they are in corporate, they can start at least on the side, maybe on the weekends or whatever, their
Yes.
own business, to
Yes.
see if they really like it and to see
Yes.
if they have what it takes. But also,
Yes.
slowly they can get to product market fit, which is something that sometimes takes time
Yeah.
until you realize what is not the product that you create. Because we have a
Yes.
lot of entrepreneurs that come to make the story that it's never about the product that they create, that they thought was going to solve a problem. Is what the clients wanted to buy
Yes.
and how much
Yes.
they're willing to pay for it.
Yes,
And it's
sir.
a big difference between one thing.
Yeah.
Nobody else, Mark, out of the 500 millionaires that we interviewed this podcast, nobody else had yet come and tell me, Harry, you know what? I designed this product exactly like this. And guess what? The people just took it and I make millions. No one had shared this
No.
story. It
No.
doesn't really work like this, right?
Yes. No, it doesn't. In fact, that's a very important point, Harry. And that's something everyone should understand when you're setting and thinking about how you want to produce, how you want to pursue income and revenue. You need to understand that. I'll just talk about the United States. There are some 260 million consumers here. They have a vote. They have a say. You don't get to decide that by yourself. There are two sides of an open economy: production and consumption. When you're on the production side, you get to decide the cost of production, the product design, and the quality. The value is determined by the consumer. They choose that, not the producer. The consumer chooses the value that is placed on a product, and you get the difference between the cost and the value they decide that it's worth. That
And if
is
you don't
incredibly
listen,
important.
if you don't listen, you consumer, you're not gonna be long in business,
You're
right?
going to get schooled. Yeah, they are in charge. The customer's in charge. I've sat in so many business meetings, and everyone there tries to be in charge. You need to realize the person really in charge is outside that meeting. It's the customer. That's who
100%.
really runs the show.
This I
So
agree with you
accept that.
100%. Yeah,
Accept that.
and
That's
embrace it if you want to be in
embrace it.
business.
Embrace it. Yes.
But
And
man,
there's an implication to that. You need
yeah,
to be willing to change. The burden of freedom, the burden of that open market exchanges, you have to be willing to change. If
I'm
you're
glad that we're
unwilling to
going this
change,
avenue. Yeah, I'm glad
yeah,
that we're
it's
going this avenue because let's talk about ego. Okay,
oh yeah,
so we all entrepreneurs, you and I, we all have ego. Otherwise, we won't
yeah,
be entrepreneurs. We think that we can do better. Okay,
yes,
saying that, so let's start for the fact that all entrepreneurs we have that ego.
yes,
However, the problem starts, Mark, when that ego start to go to the way and you think that you're in charge of everything, exactly as you described it.
yes,
And
yes,
if you're not able to surrender, and exactly as you said, willingness to change, and
yes,
start to surrender that ego and understand that the people that have the say is exactly like you said, they're outside that meeting.
yes,
And it's not you, it's not about you, the business is not about you, you're
no,
not a big deal. You're just creating something that people are buying, but that's it.
yeah,
And sometimes what I see, Mark, is the more sometimes entrepreneurs they get confused. Oh, I mean, at the beginning, that's happened to me. My own story at the beginning of my business, I was in property
yeah,
business. You start to make some money, and all of a sudden something goes wrong in your head, and you think you're a big deal. And then you arrive
yep,
to the office, and everybody had to do what I say. I'm the big deal. I'm the big shot there.
yeah,
And then nothing is growing, and I'm exhausted, and there is no leadership in the organization. So out of
yep,
survival, I had to drop that ego and
yes,
develop
sir,
leadership in the organization. Guess what happened? They fired me for my own job. My general manager told me one day when I arrived to the office, Harry, go home, travel the world, don't come here to the office anymore. We don't need you here. We can expand this company without you. We will tell you once a month. Don't come here because you come here to distract us and to talk to us, and we actually working and want to grow the company. So that transition happened, which is amazing, but I have to change myself first.
yeah,
Otherwise, this never happened. So tell us,
yeah,
Mark, there was any part in your life that that you had to deal with your ego as an entrepreneur,
oh yeah,
that you had to work within yourself. I said, hold on a minute.
yes,
Maybe it's me. Maybe it's not the company. Maybe it's not the employees. Maybe it's not. Maybe it's me who have to change something in order to grow.
yes. Well, I'll tell you the main, to me, there's a framework that checks that and boxes it properly, and it's this: everyone should sit down. Well, in the Western world, Harry, if you could pick one piece of literature that describes the Western mind, in particular the American mind, but anyone in the Western world, it's the poem Invictus by Henley. I am the captain of my soul.
Oh, wow.
We truly want to believe that. But here's the thing. We should all sit down, take a piece of paper, and write down the things that you actually control, that you can guarantee. It's a short list. The truth is, you and I can't guarantee that we'll make it to bedtime tonight. Our next breath may be our last one. We have no guarantee that the morning will come for us. None at all. We don't control any of that. We think we control events. We think we control outcomes. We think we control people around us. We control none of that. None of it. There's only one thing I would propose, one thing that we control, and that is what I say and do right now. In this moment, what I say and what I do, I'm in control of that. But nothing else. I can't guarantee anything else. That puts a firm check on ego, and that gives you a stewardship mindset. So with the sovereignty mindset, we think we control all those things. Well, we don't. It's not true. With a stewardship mindset,
it's an illusion. It's an illusion. You have those employees, this money coming to the bank, and you think
but you think you did all that.
Yeah, you think that you're a big deal.
But but you check that with a stewardship mindset. The stewardship mindset is, I have talents, I have abilities, I have opportunities. I need to make the most of those. I don't control any of those. I just control what's right in front of me. So with a stewardship mindset, you have a reverence for facts. You have a problem in front of you, you're going to gather facts. You have a reverence for truth, things that are true. Then you gather principles, and then you work through to an answer. When you have a sovereignty mindset, you start with preference, what I want. And then you rationalize and toss out facts along the way, and you're just going after what you want. There's a great contrast there. One works over time, one doesn't. The stewardship mindset works over time because facts reign supreme. Facts are true for all of us. They're true for you. They're true for me. They're true for everyone. Preference is only true for you. Well, in a sovereignty mindset, I'm trying to impose my preference on everyone around me. You become a meteor. It's guaranteed you will crash. It's just a matter of time. Well, when you get some humility, you get over yourself, you get a stewardship mindset, that works. That works for everyone. You make the most of what you have. A sovereignty mindset, you make the most of you, and you're going to fail. Absolutely, you're going to fail.
Follow us for more interviews with world's most influential, audacious entrepreneurs that overcame challenges and adversity, providing you with the blueprint of how they sold their first million so you can grow your business exponentially.